Hi, today I will unpack my new lip oil. If you remember my Dior lip oil video, I think that was beginning of last year, so something like 1 year and 8 months ago. I did lots of research to buy one lip oil because I was not sure if I should buy Dior or Clarins. And then my conclusion was getting the Dior one, and then I bought it. Although I was quite curious about Clarins one because they had it really long. I think it was 2015 they launched this new lip oils. Although I use lots of Clarins stuff, somehow I never had chance to try it. And at that time I also decided for Dior, so I never tried Clarins lip oil till now. Because I was so curious, I really wanted to buy one, but as you know, as a minimalist, I now have one lip gloss, that Dior lip oil, which I use as gloss. And it takes so long to use that up. So I really couldn't afford to getting another lip oil because then it will really take ages to use up both. But some time ago, one online perfumery offered if I buy some things from Clarins, then I will get Clarins lip oil as a gift. Normally, I have mixed feeling when I see such an offer. On one hand, I really want to have that product, but on the other hand, as a minimalist, it is also big stress if I collect too many stuff. So many cases when they offer such a thing, I then don't buy anything from them because just to avoid accumulating too many stuff. So in the beginning, I just thought, oh no, I won't order anything now because then I will get this lip oil. But somehow I began to think that gift which they are offering is a small mini size. Maybe it's not that bad to add that to my collection. And on the other hand, at that time when I was deciding between Dior and Clarins, I just followed other people's opinion. So I really wanted to try myself and see if Dior was really better. And I thought in any case, I can then show you guys and tell my own opinion about it. Unfortunately, the color which they were offering was red berry. If I would have bought one, then I probably selected either raspberry or candy. But I thought that will be enough to see the consistency, and this red berry seems to be just red color, so that will just fit to everything. I'm anyway applying it on top of my lipstick, so that's for lips is sort of neutral color which fits to everything. On the other hand, when I see those swatch photos or videos, I realized those Clarins lip oils, they hardly give any color to the lips because it's more or less transparent. So I thought, okay, that doesn't really matter. They have actually 8 different colors, but it's not only different colors, but more different flavors. That's what I understood from their description. So I guess there won't be much difference in color among those different shades. So this is the gift which I've got. They have also one small cosmetic bag in it and also mascara. But this mascara I probably can't use because it's apparently not a tubing mascara. And this is the lip oil. In the bottle, this looks really beautiful. This is not just red, but a little bit deeper red, a little bit darker red, I mean. And this lip oil is 2.8 milliliter. So it's maybe a little bit less than half amount. And it's really cute. It's a miniature. I love miniatures. And I guess this doe foot applicator is smaller than full-sized one. So let's open this. Applicator is very thin, not like this full-sized one. Oh, quite strong flavor. Sweet and or fruit scent, I think. This happened to fit nicely to my nail color today. I'm wearing Silk Colors Rioja. This doe foot has a little bit flat shape. When you see from the side, this is thinner. So first I'll try to swatch it on my hand. It is nice shine, but very little color. I guess if I apply it on the lips, it wouldn't show much difference. So now I will try to apply this on my lips. I'm not wearing any lip product except lip balm. I will dip it once more. So I actually quite like this because it does have a little bit of color to it. It shows nice shine. It's really glossy. And apparently it doesn't contain any peppermint because this Dior one had peppermint in it. So it had a little bit of this tingly, minty feeling. But this one doesn't. If it's sticky, yes, a little bit. But I think if one lip gloss should last for a certain time, then I think they are all sticky. There was also a problem with my Dior lip oil. Maybe it's less sticky than regular glosses because it's named as oil, but it is still a little bit sticky, so I often mix it together with my lip balm that it's becoming more comfortable. I'm a little bit surprised to see this does show up certain color because I thought they are all transparent and I can't wear it alone. But when it looks like now, I can imagine myself wearing this alone. So it's very nice. I'm quite happy about that. Now I want to compare this lip oil together with my Dior lip glow oil. Maybe I will apply right side with Clarins and left side with Dior, that I have both of them at the same time on my lips that I can really compare. But before that, I will show you swatches first. First, I will apply Clarins lip oil. Then Dior Lip Glow Oil. The color is quite different, of course, but they look quite similar, don't you think? Consistency and how glossy they are. Maybe I'll try to spread a little bit with finger. First Clarins one. Then Dior one. I think Dior one has a little bit thicker consistency and also a little bit more sticky. I'll try to wipe this Clarins lip oil away. I think I wiped away the lip balm as well. So let me see if I can really apply half and half. First, I will apply Dior on my left side. You can already see the difference. So now I will apply the other side with Clarins. I look crazy with two different colors on my lips. But really Dior one is much thicker consistency. As a result, it also feels more sticky. If I touch with finger, also Dior one feels more sticky. So when I compare these two like this, of course, I like the color of Dior better because that's what I choose myself. And Clarins one is also nice, red color, but because I really love berry tone, so I still prefer Dior shade. But I just realized Dior one is more sticky than Clarins. If I knew that before, then I'm not sure if I still selected Dior at that time. But it's also a question of how much color they are giving, because this red berry color is quite intense, more intense than I thought. But this raspberry, for example, that looked really sheer on swatch photos. So I'm not sure compared to this Dior berry color if I would have preferred raspberry from Clarins. Because I normally use my lip glosses, okay, in this case it's lip oils, but I use them as a lip gloss. I normally use my lip gloss on top of my lipstick, so now I will try to do that. Dior Lip Glow Oil at that time I tried together with my Givenchy lipstick because that one had similar color. For this one I will take Hibiscus from Bobbi Brown. I think that one will match better to this lip oil. I think I will add a little bit of lip balm before I apply lipstick. When I apply lip gloss on top of my lipstick, I'm afraid of contaminating this dough food with my lipstick. So what I normally do is I make dots on my lips. So one dot underneath and one dot above. But in this case, there are not much. I think I have to dip once more because dough food is much smaller than the Dior one. And afterwards, I spread it with my brush. I really like this. So I'm quite happy about this new lip oil. My concern is just now if I can really use up both lip oils someday. But this is small size. And the thing is, because this Dior lip oil was a little bit sticky, I somehow didn't reach for it every day. I really like the look of it, so I applied it more for the day when it's more important. If this Clarins one is more comfortable, I guess I might apply it then every day. So from this experience, I now learned it is really important to try something myself and make my own opinion. But it's just difficult when you are minimalist, then you don't want to collect too many things. But I'm grateful now I got this chance. And maybe in future, just to be able to give recommendations to you guys. Maybe I should try more variety of products. I'm a minimalist, but at the same time, also a beauty YouTuber. So maybe sometimes I should invest on a little bit more products. I hope this review was helpful for you guys. Such a review would have been, in any case, helpful at that time when I was considering between Dior and Clarins lip oil. So I really hope this video was helpful for some of you guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I will see you in my next one. Bye!